Centuries of war on the African plains. One predator rules with power, pride, and muscle. The other, with strategy, chaos, and an eerie laugh that sends chills through the night. When lions and hyenas collide, it's not just survival, it's vengeance. A brutal tug-of-war over food, territory, and dominance. Cub killings, ambushes, midnight battles, it never ends. Welcome to Wildlifelounge, where wildlife meets wonder, chaos, and the occasional fact you'll never unsee. Today, we uncover the wild, misunderstood world of hyenas, Africa's most tactical predator. In this deep dive, we'll break down the ruthless rivalry between lions and hyenas, discover why hyenas might be the smartest carnivores in Africa, explore a birth process that's borderline nightmare fuel, and settle the age-old debate: who would really win, strength or strategy? Let's meet the creature at the center of it all. Introducing the spotted hyena, Crocuta crocuta. Don't let the laugh fool you. This animal is a master tactician wrapped in fur and fearlessness. Hyenas have been around for over 2 million years, longer than lions, leopards, or most modern predators. They weren't just shaped by evolution, they were armed by it. Hyenas hunt a lot. Despite the myth, they're responsible for up to 80% of their own kills in some regions, chasing down wildebeest, antelope and zebra with endurance-based hunts. But they're also scavengers and thieves, willing to steal from leopards, wild dogs, and yes, lions. And lions return the hate with a vengeance. Lions will kill hyena cubs without hesitation. Hyenas will mob lone lions and rip them apart. This isn't the food chain, it's warfare. One that plays out under the stars in whispers and screams. So how do hyenas survive this constant battlefield? That brings us to what makes them truly special. Everything about a hyena screams different. They live in strict matriarchies, led by dominant females who are bigger, stronger, and tougher than the males. Clans can reach up to 80 individuals, all working like a military unit with designated scouts, attackers, and guards. They communicate with whoops, groans, screams, and that iconic laugh, which isn't joy, but a sign of stress or social tension. And their bite force? Over 1,100 psi, enough to pulverize bone like it's a breadstick. Hyenas don't just survive, they outmaneuver. And where do these tactical predators operate? Pretty much anywhere they want. Spotted hyenas dominate sub-Saharan Africa, from dry savannas to dense woodlands and even the edges of deserts. They thrive in places where others struggle, and if lions live nearby, even better, because where lions go, hyenas follow, not as sidekicks, as rivals. Top speed, 37 miles per hour, 60 kilometers per hour. Weight, up to 140 pounds, 64 kilograms, with females leading the charge. Lifespan, 20 to 25 years in the wild. Teeth, designed to crush, not slice. Vision, night adapted, like a nocturnal sniper. Poop, white, yes really, from all the calcium in bones. Bite force, stronger than a grizzly, let that sink in. But there's one fact that shocks even seasoned wildlife experts. Female hyenas give birth through a pseudo-penis. You heard that right. It's a narrow tube of fused genitalia that doubles as a birth canal and dominance display. It's so narrow, most first-time mothers lose their cubs in childbirth. Dominance has a price, and in the hyena world, evolution said, let's make it complicated and brutal. But despite their bizarre biology, hyenas play a vital role in the ecosystem. Despite their role as nature's cleanup crew and disease control, hyenas are still vilified across Africa. They're seen as pests, omens, or threats, and often killed on sight by farmers. They're not endangered, but in some regions they're rapidly disappearing. Protecting them means protecting the ecosystem, because when hyenas vanish, rot sets in, literally. They're not just survivors, they're specialists in offensive and defensive warfare. A hyena's true weapon isn't just its jaws, it's the clan. They use numbers, coordination, and timing. Like wolves with a criminal playbook, they can drag prey down through sheer persistence, or wear down an enemy, like a lion, by mobbing, harassing, and striking from every angle. They don't rely on brute force alone, they rely on psychology. They outlast, outnumber, and outwit. And yet, so many myths still paint them as cowardly scavengers. Let's crush a few hyena myths. Myth: they only scavenge. Truth: they hunt more successfully than lions in some areas. Myth: they're cowardly. Truth: they'll fight a lion if they've got the numbers, and sometimes win. Myth: the laugh means they're happy. Truth: it's social stress, submission, or a call for backup. But if we really want to settle the debate, we need to test them against their biggest rival. Lion versus hyena. One-on-one, the lion wins. Every time. Size, power, brute force. But numbers change the story. Clans of 15, 20, even 30 hyenas have been recorded swarming lionesses and forcing retreats. They go for the legs, the spine, the exhaustion. They fight dirty, fast, and together. In the wild, it's not about who hits hardest. It's about who controls the chaos. And one real-world encounter proves that point like no other. In Kenya's Masai Mara, a pride of lionesses was feeding on a wildebeest kill. Then came the laughter, first faint, then closer, then surrounding them. 15 hyenas circled the lions, yipping, cackling, lunging forward one by one. The lionesses held the kill, but they couldn't eat. Every bite was a battle. Eventually outnumbered and worn down, the lions stepped away. The hyenas closed in, but just an hour later, the pride returned, this time with the males. The balance flipped, because in the wild, no meal is ever really yours, until the sun rises. Thanks for watching Wildlife Lounge. If this video made you rethink hyenas, or at least fear them a little more, go ahead and drop a like, leave a comment, and subscribe for more. Comment below. Who do you think wins? 40 hyenas with tactics or 10 lions with fury? Let the war play out in the comments, and be sure to stay tuned.